I got 5 questions in here. My first question, if one is in all and all is in one, then how do we continue to draw distinct boundaries between opposition, ray, gores, like good or bad, or happiness and suffering? The two are not conflicting each other. Let's talk about all in one and one in all. Remember we talk about emptiness? Everything comes into being because of conditional causation. Everything does not have its inherent nature, which means that everything is not permanent. Everything cannot arise by itself. Nobody can make something that has no conditions immediately happen. Some people say, yes, God can, but you make the assumption that God is doing that. We have never taken that assumption on your argument. You can assume whatever you want. But based on that assumption, then we can carry on. But if we don't agree on that assumption, how can you carry on and convince me? All in one and one in all. We always use the water and the wave as an example. But let's take oneself as an example. Let's take ourselves. All in one and one in all. I have a piece of hair in here, right? The existence of that single tiny hair, that's one hair. That hair cannot exist without the body. And the body contains of skin, bone, liquid, fluid, liver, heart. You know who you are and what you consist of. My whole body, biological appearance inside and out, contributes to that existence of that hair. So that one hair cannot exist without this all body. You see, one is in all. And all is in one. That hair does not come about without any reason. That hair comes about because of circulation, because that body exists, that body lives, that body breathes, that body circulates, that body has all the metabolism it requires to make that hair to be hair. Otherwise, that hair is not hair anymore. Look at a dead corpse, a dead person. After a while, there isn't any hair in that dead corpse. There's only bones. And after a while, not bones, ashes. After ashes, no more molecules, atoms, protons. Oh, it gets back to the cosmos again. So that one existence of hair is in all the body, and all the body contribute to the existence of that hair. Agree? Raise your hand if you don't agree. Come on. You mean the body it can exist without any hair?
He's saying that,
yeah.
I think he's saying that instead of putting a multiplicity to it, in a sense, you're saying one and all. He's saying that when you're looking at all, there are many of the one. In other words, there's a lot of hairs there.
Oh, of course.
They're all there. So
yeah.
He's talking about multiplicity of things.
Oh, of course. So when we give an example, we look for perspective of that one hair. I'm one hair, and there's another one here, there's another one. There's multiplicity of hair. It's just like in the water and waves. There's so many waves. The wave itself, it's the water. There's no one without all. There's no all without one. Right? You agree? Yeah. There's no up without down. There's no happiness without suffering. Because how can you say something you're happy if there's no feeling of suffering? Because suffering and happiness, they're living in a dualistic perspective. Is that what you mean? Yeah. When we talk about, for example, conditional arising, it's not just for bad things. It's for good things too. If you want to be a good student, you have to build up all the conditions to be an A student. Then you have to study hard. Or if you want to have a good family, then you have to respect your parents. You have to get good conditions in your parents. Well, not just suffering, it's happiness too. And karma, remember I said about there's wholesome karma, unwholesome karma, and neutral karma. That means there is bad karma, good karma, not just bad karma, and neutral karma. We never talk about just bad things. We also talk about happy things. To be nirvana, to be enlightened, to be peaceful, to be at equanimity is always good. Don't you agree that peace is good? But it's good that you brought it up because you want to know more about it. Yes. And this is your first time coming here, right? This is your first time coming here? So you want to know about how come we're always talking about suffering and not happiness. But I can tell you right now, not only do we recognize suffering, we highly recognize happiness. We know that we can build up a happy life. You know what the objective of Buddhism is? Put two perspectives. One is from a present life perspective, and the other is from the future life perspective. At the present life, we want to build a happy life through purification of the mind, through caring for others, through contributions to the society, through the socializing with people around you, through having a good family relations with the human societal relations. A lot of happiness will arise because of your understanding. Then how do we continue to draw distinct boundaries between good and bad? So if all is in one, one is in all, then you cannot differentiate what is good and what is bad. It's two distinct perspectives. Your mono manager will still determine what is bad and what is good. And sometimes what is bad and what is good is your own criteria. What is good to me may not be good to you. What is bad to me may not be bad to you. So good and bad, dualistic thinking only works in individual's mind. Everybody is a little different in good and bad. However, there are common morality that we have to recognize. There are common things like if you're hurting others, that would be considered as bad from a morality point of view. But one in all does not mean that we don't make a difference between good and bad. There's still a good body. All in one, I'm just with the hair in that one body. And sometimes this body is good because it's healthy. And when that body is not good, it is in poor health, I suffer too, because you know why? I have eczema around me. My little hair, I'm a little hair, but I have all kinds of eczema around me. I'm not happy because the body, the one, that big one is not doing well. So I'm not happy too. But all of a sudden the eczema is gone and I'm that little hair and I felt the breeze around me and I feel I'm very active, then I'm happy. So that little hair is subject to emotion. Happiness, sadness, subject to emotion, subject to sensual feeling. Like you and me, yes?
And ultimately, good and bad, me from you, all is delusion, all is empty.
Yes?
It's just a perception.
Whether it's good or bad, you and me,
Yeah.
if you're saying, oh, well, something is good and something is bad, who is feeling the good and who is feeling the bad? Can you tell me? It's you, right? You are feeling it, right? You are feeling, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is happy, this is sad, oh, this is fantastic, this is poor. Nobody else, you feel it. Let me ask you a question, who am I? Oh, I'm the body and mind. I have a body, I have a mind. I can say, I'm Jackson, I'm John. Well, that's too superficial. Go into inside as to who you are. Who are you? I am the body and the mind. And then you ask the question, what is this body made up of? What is this mind made up of? Oh, my body, biologically, I have all this inside of me, all this material. I'm made up of cells, molecules, proton, electron, biologically and chemically, right? But then I say, am I just a biological process and I'm just a biological structure? No, I also have a mentality. And what is this mentality made up of? I say, yeah, I have feelings. I have conceptualization in my mind. I have memory. I have bias in a certain case. I have discrimination. I have thinking. And then you say, I have thinking, I have relational speeches, and where does this mind store? How do I understand it better? When I die, do I have this body and mind anymore? Or, okay, when I die, I'm sure that I don't have this body anymore. Right? You agree? That you won't disagree, I'm sure. When you die, you don't have this body because your body decomposes into chemicals. But when I die, I don't have this body anymore. Where is my mind then? All in one and one in all, which is good. You trigger out something that we all have to think about. And you spoke about our individual karma, and there are no forces that operate beyond the individual level. Organization, improve natural conditions. I think you only have listened to half of what I said. In addition to individual karma, there is also the very important collective karma. Collective karma is all the individuals, they may have thought in more or less the same way, they have acted in more or less the same way, they have spoken in more or less the same way. With the same effect, they suffer or they felt happy, not just suffering, in the same way. Let me give you an example. 5 million people in my country, and I like to kill whales. And the way we kill whales, all of us went out to kill whales. And when I kill whales, I utilize the sympathy of the whales for their comrades to attract all the comrades to one location. So in other words, when this country is killing whale, they would kill all the, say, 1,000 whales. And they would gather the whales in one net and try to hit their back and make sure the blood comes out, and they would be yelling out. When the whales yell out in suffering, all the companions miles away would listen, and they will come to save. They will come to rescue. They will come to see what's going on. And when all the companions come, they would net them in. So at one time, they could net in 20,000 whales, 30,000 whales. They utilized the compassion of the whales for their fellows to catch them. And there's a very big karma in doing that. And according to the sutra, if everybody is doing that karma, people will suffer from that karma. If everybody is killing, like in Nazi Germany, that everybody, all these Nazi soldiers were killing the Jews, 6 million Jews, they have that common individual karma in trying to kill them, they would suffer from the collective karma of being killed or suffering from that. So not just individual karma. Natural disasters could be a common karma because they have done too much killing, massively. Collective killing. Collective karma collects collective fruits, collective effects. Not only do we suffer from collective karma, bad karma, we also enjoy collective good karma. In some country where the social system is good, hospital care is good. When I first came to Canada about 30, 40 years ago, the country where I came from, they don't actually have any social hospitalization system. You get sick, you pay your own doctor's fee. If you can't pay for it, you just die. But in here, when I first came, we are enjoying a collective karma of the best hospitalization scheme in the world. And when it comes to Safeway, when it comes to Super Value, or everybody is going to shop in the same supermarket, enjoying the same benefit of choosing their own food. In some countries, don't even have that opportunity. So we are enjoying good karma. We're enjoying good hospital care. We're enjoying democracy. We're enjoying politeness of all our fellow citizens. In Canada, we're enjoying collective karma of a good country. Or we could be enjoying a bad karma of a poor country. So when you talk about individual karma, you only understand half of it. There's collective karma too. And karma works so intricately that sometimes it's difficult to differentiate. Say a family of 6 members, for example, husband and wife and children and all that. Everybody's future is different. Everybody's health is different. Everybody's face is different. Everybody's personality is different. It's collective karma in the sense, in the same family. They are living in the same house. They're enjoying the same dishwasher. They're enjoying maybe the same bathroom. They're enjoying the same luxury sauna home. They're enjoying the same backyard. That's collective karma. They're enjoying the same location. but they have different health. They have different problems. There's individual karma. So there's individuality in collectivity. There is collectivity in individuality. We cannot identify it. It's so abstruse that it's beyond my imagination. You see, sometimes it's good to clarify. It's good to clarify, and it's good to challenge it, because that's how we learn. Next question. If you become aware of bad karma and did not realize you have created bad karma, can you repent and change and have the bad karma not affecting you in a bad way? Yes, you can certainly change. If you have done bad karma and you were afraid that bad effect would come out, because you were afraid that your bad karma would get into maturity. I've done this wrong, and it would come to me. But then, suddenly I say, I know I'm wrong. I don't want to do it again. So I would not go into another cycle of such a bad karma. On the other hand, I want to change it for the better. I know that I have the lazy karma. I don't study that well. I always get a C or a C minus. And the bad karma is I can't go to university. And now I'm in grade 10 or grade 11. One more year I will be going to university. And I always get this bad grade. And the bad karma I know that's come to me will be, I can't further my study anymore. That bad karma that you expect. But then you say, no, I'm not allowing this bad karma to come to me so early. If I don't do anything, the bad karma will come to me. Then from tomorrow on, I will be a different student. I may try my best. I want to put in 10 hours per day to catch up on what I have lost, what I haven't studied. From tomorrow on. So you acknowledge that you're not right in the past, being lazy. Now you want to change it to be more diligent. You want to work better now. You want to change it now. And that changing force is so powerful that you delay that bad karma coming up. You will stop it. And you may stop it for a very, very long time. Maybe that bad karma won't get to you in this lifetime. So it depends on the force, the magnitude of that karma. Your happiness is in your hands. Your suffering is in your hands. You can change it. I repeat again, you can change your life into a happier state. And you can lead your life into a poor state. Which one will you want? You are the master of yourself. Venerable, does repentance lessen the effect of bad karma, or does it delay the effect? I think it delays more than lessen it, because it may change its course. If I have a ball and you are the receiver, I'm a thrower, I throw that ball in that direction, the force is so strong, you're bound to receive it. That cause and that effect, that ball is thrown in that direction, you're bound to receive it because the gravity is working in that direction. However, if somebody on the side is banging at it, push it out of the course, then he won't receive it. It would turn, it would divert into a different way. But it will still go. You can say the force is applied and the ball never moves. It's impossible. The ball still moves, the gravity still gets it, but it changes course. It lessens its strength. But it still goes. You see what I mean? It still goes. The karma still goes, but it diverts its force away. That's how we should do it. That's the reason why a Buddhist is very active, very positive, very optimistic. He always wants to change for the better. Nobody wants to change for the worse. Maybe unnoticingly they change to be worse and worse. But nobody, I don't want to be happy. So there are people who have self, what do you call that? Modification? Is they called self-modification? That you want to be poor, you want to suffer. That's an erotic behavior. That's because of certain bad karma in you. But you still can improve it. All right, next question. Any suggestions to deal with the traumatic experiences and how to avoid hating a person who has done harm to you repeatedly? If he has done harm to you repeatedly in the past and it didn't happen again, then that's great. Whatever in the past that has been done, let it go. Give your forgiveness. Try to improve him. But don't allow that to carry on. If that person has been repeatedly doing the same thing even up to now and will continue to do it, you leave him. Get away from him or her. Don't let it happen again and again and again. But it has already happened. The atrocities have been done. Whatever happened in the past, you can't change it. Whatever happened in the past is not just because of that single phenomenon in the past. So in other words, if your girlfriend deserted you, for example, you lost your confidence. You thought that you're not worth anything because your girlfriend deserted you. That is a bad experience. Then you don't identify that phenomena to be this lifetime. Maybe in your previous life, you have deserted her. And it's only come back to get payment, to get even, to get repaid, to get reward, to get even with you. I'm repaying. You're letting it go. You don't let your traumatic experiences affect you. You leave it. Don't let it attach to you. You let go of it. That's how we let go. You have to learn to let go of it. It's difficult, but you can do it. Don't think about it. Let go of it. Something is very happy about it, and you lost that happy time. You think that you're not going to have that happy time again, and you cherish that happy time so much that you always think about it, and you feel sorry that happiness is gone. Don't attach to the happiness anymore. Let it go. Don't cherish it anymore. Don't bring it back and agonize on it. Don't bring back your traumatic experiences and agonize yourself on it. Don't bring back a happy moment to yourself and cherishing about it so that you feel sorrow, you feel regretful. How do you avoid hating a person who has done harm to you? Get away from that person. That's the first step. Forgive. Because you have done the same thing to her or him, probably. Just forgive him. Don't revenge. Carry on your life actively, positively. Your life is still in your hand. Don't let that agonize you anymore. Don't take out that archive file and agonize it all the time. Throw it away. Lock it up. Don't ever open that archive files of atrocities. Don't open that file anymore. It's gone. Next question. How can I reconcile my desire to be a good daughter towards my parents in China who want to get rich by any means, including criminal behavior? They are not poor. I have tried to change their ways without any effect. I'm fearful to contact them as they would drag me and my family down. My younger brother, who was living with them now, is in jail and faces the death penalty. What should I do? Well, at the moment, I don't think there's anything else you can do. And somebody asked another monk the same question. And that monk discussed with me. And sometimes when you answer a question, you have to consider the political situation of where the question is asked. Say in this case, it's a whole family, a family-related relationship. The daughter, the brothers, the parents, and they were involved in, say, bribery, for example, corruption. Fathers went to jail, or brothers went to jail, and caught already. Don't you ever call them up again, because you could be intricate into the affair. If you call them, they want to identify who you are and get you. So my advice to you is, there's nothing else you can do. Try to do for them more charity work. Try to turn the bad forces of the karma into improved, better karma by doing more about charity, about practicing morality, by being good. Don't commit the same mistakes again. I don't think you can change anything. That whatever has happened in the past, the judgment has been passed on a jail sentence. And some of them, you said on a death sentence too? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Karma, that's all karma. That's all karmic force. You can't get away with it. So you better be watchful in every thought, every word you speak, everything you do. In your job, you can be a bodhisattva. If you're a nurse, you'll be a better nurse tomorrow. You care for every patient. You become more patient. You're looking after your patients. You render your compassion. If you're a teacher, every word you say, I want to give the best to my student. I want to use my time to create a whole group of best students in the school so that they can benefit the whole society. If I'm working as a car salesman in a car, I want to render my best service. I want to make people happy by being a good salesman. I want to make sure that I don't rip them off by telling them intentional lies. I want to be honest. I want to tell them the defects in this car. I want them to consider everything. I want to be happy. You can change tomorrow. Don't wait. You can change it now.